I want to talk to you about hideousness, about being frightening, about being plastic, about being artificial, about being inhuman, about being not human, about being devoid and cut off and amputated from any sense of reality. I want to talk to you about Lauren Sánchez. Now, right off the bat, we have to do all of these prefatory things. I don't know her, don't care to know her, don't want to know her. I'm sure she's a great gal, and blah, 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 blah. But if ever there's somebody who absolutely causes me to react so internally, not because of anything other than the fact that nobody seems to understand what we're seeing here. Jeff Bezos, he if ever there was a nullity, it doesn't really matter to me. God bless you. Thank you for Amazon. Lauren Sánchez comes across to me as nothing but predatory, artificial, mannequin-like, and scary, and so emblematic of today's world of the artifice, the artificial, kind of like the front. So Lauren Sánchez and Jeff Bezos, this is a grotesque spectacle of conspicuous wealth and delusion, and how what is left of the media are being played and paid to cover it, and you are supposed to act like this is interesting to you. With her $5,700 Balenciaga bag from this despicable company that was linked to all kinds of adulation and tacit approval of child predation and the like, but that's over there. This woman in these candid shots where she's walking and, oh, look, you caught me. It goes to show you maybe one of the reasons why this country is so devoid of any kind of rational thought, why we have lost our soul in this. So let's cut through the gilded haze and nonsense and call it what it is. This Lauren Sánchez and Jeff Bezos, this so-called wedding of the century, is a fraud, is a farce, is a nauseating, disgusting display of excess, garish, no class, low class, a tribute, a monument to conspicuous wealth that spits in the face of decency. How do you like that? It's disgusting. Even during the Gilded Age, even during, the Newport and the days of F. Scott and Gatsby, there was a sense of panache, of style. The women who lunched, the Babe Paley era, it was like this understated class. And today it's this awfully sutured and spackled and God, and they don't realize it. It's like tattooing. You're defacing dermal real estate permanently, and you don't even see it. You're so deluded, so intellectually constricted by this fantasy because you hate yourself. You're pushing yourself. You don't exist. You are becoming a mannequin. And it's scheduled for summer of 2025 aboard his $500 million super yacht, Kourou. Should be called Kourou. Remember that one? Remember those suggestions of Hillary? I'm not going to go into that. It wasn't Kourou, by the way. Some Prion. In any event, off of Venice. This isn't a celebration of love. This isn't a union of souls. It's a middle finger. It's an F-U to a world struggling to pay rent. It's sickening. And they don't realize it, and they don't care. Sánchez, this former journalist turned gold-digging caricature, that's all she is. Let's face it, let's stop pretending that we don't know what this is. Can you imagine a prenup? If he didn't sign the prenup, oh my God. And Bezos, the Amazon overlord, the Gatsby of our time, with a $223 billion fortune. Mm-hmm. You think he's making that from selling you vitamins or crap in the middle? No. We'll talk about that later. Because you got to ask yourself, where does Amazon really make its money? They're staging this almost like this John Gotti-esque, though that was classier, certainly by this, but this circus of vulgarity and the stench, the rank of self-absorption, it's suffocating. And they don't realize, and they don't care. This isn't class, it's crassness, sutured together with Botox and bad taste. It's horrible. Start with the numbers, because the numbers, this kills me, because they're obscene enough to make your stomach turn for you to wax emetic. A $500 million yacht, okay, because apparently a $50 million one would seem rather crass. It would scream, "I'm better than you," loud enough. But no. They're going to ferry their A-list minions to this bloated bacchanal. And the reports peg the hotel costs at $32,000 per night for guests. How about that? A figure that could feed a small village for a year, but we're going to bring that up. Sánchez, ever the maestro of overindulgence and overconspicuousness, has allegedly tapped Oscar de la Renta for a gown that will cost more than most people's homes. Let's guess. $500,000? Why not? When you're flaunting wealth so aggressively, so violently, so ostentatiously, so horribly, it's practically a weapon. Then there's the catering. Caviar by the bucket. Let me explain something to you, and listen to what I'm saying. Nobody likes caviar. Nobody reads The Economist. Nobody thinks Ayn Rand is smart. Nobody. You just say the caviar. Ooh. Nobody says, "You know what I feel like? Caviar." No. It's just like a lot of people smoke cigars. Deep down inside, they don't even like the smell, the funk, but they like the appearance, conspicuous wealth, and panache. Think about it. Champagne that costs more per bottle than a nurse's monthly salary. Think about what we're saying right now. And a cake so extravagant, it probably needs its own zip code. I mean, it's not like I'm writing these jokes, but it's incredible. This isn't a wedding. This isn't a celebration of love. It's a landfill of money torched for Instagram likes. That's what this is about. It's just for look at me. And Sánchez, the ringmaster of this tacky circus. This is a woman who spent, listen to this, a woman who has spent more on her face than most spend on their futures. I mean, look at her. I mean, this is like the Bride of Wildenstein. This is Cat Lady. She doesn't recognize it. Sutured, butchered, spackled, cut, scalpeled, injected, pulled, tightened, plugged, packed into this grotesque parody of youth. It's like a fright mask. It's Medusa, and they must also go into, whenever they have these surgeries, affect maybe or induce some kind of an optic nerve damage or something that allows them not to be able to realize how hideous this is. The plastic surgery isn't a glow up. It's a horror show. It's a sick design to escape the inevitable at any cost, to hide. Lips fattened up and plumped up to cartoonish proportions. It reminds me of either, what is it? It's Jack Nicholson in The Joker. Cheeks so tight and taut like a snare drum. I mean, it's incredible. And a forehead smoother than a baby's conscience. Every scalpel slice, every jab, everything screams desperation, not beauty. She's not aging gracefully. She's clawing at time with a checkbook. Please, I look great, don't I? Oh, you look fantastic. And the result is a mask, a veneer that's vaudeville. It's made a mannequin wince. Bezos, who, by the way, is the willing dupe, gazes at this kind of funhouse mirror of a woman and sees a prize, not a project. It's pathetic. And they don't know. And this is supposedly class. And the prenup, that's what, maybe as a lawyer. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine the legal acrobatics here? After Jeff Bezos hemorrhaged $38 billion to Mackenzie Scott in 2019, no prenup, just blind hubris. This time, his lawyers must have chained him to a desk until he signed every page. Something so ironclad that Sánchez, with her claws in the world's second richest man, isn't walking away with the pocket change like last time. No, they're going to make sure. They're going to make sure. She's got her lawyers, too. Let me tell you, if this thing implodes, dear God, speculation swirls. How about $1 million per year of marriage, a mansion or two tossed in like crumbs? Nah. With him, whatever it takes, it's going to be a fortress to protect his billions from her manicure talent, Now, try as you might, my friend, try as you might, you'll never know the backstory, the affairs, the power play, the sordidness, the whispered deals, the sick, concupiscent world. But it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet. It's as sordid as a tabloid fever dream. Let me just give you a little insight here. Enter Kim Kardashian. Oh, my God. Because, when you walk into a room and you smell putrefaction, when you smell putrescence, when you smell decomposition, you know there's a body somewhere. There's something rancid and fetid, decaying. And there you got Kim Kardashian. Because, of course, she's here, the patron saint of shameless success. And I'm not going to say anything, but go into the friendships that they have invariably amassed. Find it. This Kim Kardashian is a virus. She's like that her mother Kris has. I mean, don't forget her mother Kris basically pimped and pushed that sex tape. I mean, this is the way these people are. You got the father who's it's just a mess. A virus is not a living thing. It's a way to recode, reconfigure, and rejigger DNA. And that's kind of what the Kardashians are. They don't really exist. They just move in to switch. Now, Sánchez has been, as you know, cozying up to the Kardashian clan. You know all about this, right? I know you do. Kris Jenner penned her a beautiful birthday tribute. Kim's a rumored guest, of course. A guest, yeah. And the influence is glaring, and the behind-the-scenes high-level conferences, I'm sure, are. Hope there's no cameras around there, because when you've got that much money and you're always looking to up the ante, plain old romance just doesn't cut the mustard anymore. You know what I mean? Now, this wedding reeks of a Kardashian playbook. Turn every life event into a reality show spectacle. Draw from it anything that remotely involves the ceremonious, and the ceremonial, I should say, combination of two human souls pledging love. Get that out of here. Drown it in wealth. Pawn it off as aspirational. Be an influencer. Sánchez isn't just marrying Bezos. No. She's auditioning for the Kardashian Empire Redux, trading dignity for a spot in their orbit. Think I'm kidding? If you don't see the connection, if you don't see how this thing works, you're just not paying attention, or you don't want to pay attention. This is despicable, and they don't know it. It's a masterclass in branding, and believe it or not, the whole world is laughing at them, and they don't even see it. They want to show up, they want to take the pictures, they want to sell their stuff, but they're laughing. This is branding over substance. She's too deluded to clock it, to know it. And the media, let's talk about this. The media, what used to be, it's not the old medium. The old media was like People Magazine and Entertainment Weekly. No. This is Instagram. This is a different media. They're complicit, of course, lapping it up like slop, like pigs in slop at a trough. Outlets are gushing over the star-studded guest list. Katy Perry, Ivanka Trump, Oprah. You've got to be kidding me. This is, did we just stop? Did our imagination? Oprah? What is the Oprah? We've once and for all, ladies and gentlemen, have to just get rid of this Oprah connection. What is Oprah? What is this, 1985? What is Oprah? is it? And meanwhile, they're glossing over the utter disgust, the grotesque disparity. And they're paid to play this up, my friends, to polish this turd into a fairy tale, to burnish this bit of egesta. And what it's really, it's a dystopian flex. It's this manufacture, this artifice, this contrived, I don't know what you want to call it. Here's Sánchez strutting around in plunging gowns, artificial boobs, saline and spackled and sutures, spilling out like a Vegas billboard of big kind. And they call it bridal glow. Yes. No, it's a neon sign screaming, look at me! Look at me! I cry for validation. I cry from a woman who's climbed from newsrooms to billionaires' beds. This woman with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. This harpy. This Virago. This Valkyrie, so to speak. Class. This Brunhilde. She wouldn't know it if it slapped her Botox face. Class. Distinction. Elegance. Bezos, meanwhile, this is the ultimate mark. Oh, this guy's such a putz. A man who built an empire on exploiting workers, basically. Now he's bankrolling this monstrosity, this travesty, grinning like a fool, like a love-struck fool, getting his own work done, trying to make him a super stud. Come on. Meanwhile, as Sánchez is draining the coffers for her ego trip. This is beautiful. Well, and a lot of coffers are to drain. He's not just a dupe. He's not just a chidrulo. He's a co-conspirator. He's happy to let her parade him like a trophy. He has a $165 million LA estate, Miami mansion, Texas ranch. None of it's enough. No. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, did you ever see what Elon owns? Nope. Richest man in the world. He sleeps on a floor. He wears a hat. He wants to make America better. It's just, Elon's from another planet. And they say he's autistic. Well, you know what? Would that the whole world were autistic. Because he seems to care about others more than himself. They need this wedding. They need this obscene orgy of wealth, of conspicuous wealth, of disgusting, this bacchanal. They needed to prove something. And what do they need to prove? What do they have to show? That they're untouchable, that they're special, that money buys happiness, that they've got it, that they want you to wish you were they. It's a lie. And they're too blinded, too deluded, too intellectually and psychotronically discombobulated and connected to understand it. They can't own it. It's incredible. Blinded by their own reflection. This isn't love. You know it's not. It's a transaction wrapped in tulle and tiaras and schmaltz and glitter and glam. And it's Sánchez with her 3 kids from past, not conquest, but these folks. They played this game before. They played it. They've, leveled up with each ring. Now she's hit the jackpot. Now she's ready to go. And now we're forced to watch her flaunt it. I'm going to be watching it like you. The Koru, by the way, which is Maori, Maori, the tribe, for new beginnings. It's a sick joke. There's nothing new here. Just the same old stuff, the same old me, as George Jones. Same old me, thinking the same time, never been. It's funny, that song is about love and connection. It has nothing to do with this. It's the same old greed, the same old vanity on a bigger boat, more people. She doesn't even know how grotesque it is. That's the part that I find fascinating. He doesn't even get it. How every dollar spent mocks the millions of people who'll never see a fraction of it. Would it kill her just to show some form of beneficence, of charity, philanthropy? And the media cheer, oh my gosh, the RSVPs, the guest show, they're clamoring, vying for a position there. And the world spins on it, numb to this hideous insult. In the end, this wedding isn't a union. It's a coronation, an apotheosis, an elevation of sorts, of crassness, a testament, ladies and gentlemen, of how far wealth can stretch and distort reality before it snaps into absurdity. Sanchez and Bezos. Maybe we should truncate the two. Sanchos. They're not icons. They're cautionary tales. They're phonies. A sutured up siren. I love the alliteration. And her billionaire stooge drowning in their own excess. Isn't it? It's horrible. And despicable doesn't even cover it. Doesn't even come close to it. They're a disgrace. And we're all poorer. We're all cosmically and psychically poorer for having to see it, to watch it. All of us. Now, what do you think about this? Am I being fair? You think I'm being, what do you think? First of all, like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell so you'll be notified of live streams and new videos. And in the section afterwards, would you be so kind as to comment? Comment, dear friend. Comment. Be brutal. Be honest. Be truthful. Comment as you see fit.